Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Mr. Davies.
I came to school today, boys and girls, and I had a big pile of books sitting on my office desk. And at the top of them was this one, which I know I read to, I think it was year 6 last year, and we all really enjoyed it. And it got me thinking about books, actually, because we've done lots of assemblies on drawing and lots of assemblies on PE and loads of other subjects, but I haven't really done one about reading, apart from reading the odd story here and there. And I think it's really important that we remember to read every day, and so I thought that I could talk a little bit about that today to you all. Put your hand up if you've been reading over the weekend. Every hand up in the room, St Merrill. That's fantastic. What book are you reading at the moment?
Tom Gates.
So we've got a Tom Gates book here.
A series of unfortunate.
We've got a series of unfortunate events down here.
The worst thing about my sister.
We've got a Jacqueline Wilson book down there. And they all sound like books that are on book lists that have been supplied by teachers, which is brilliant. But I was thinking to myself, what happens when the books run out? Because we're not allowed to come into school and change our books from the library. We're not allowed to get our banded books anymore. So what do we do? I went around and had a look in my house, and you know what? I found so many books that had been sent to me or given to me over the last few years that I'd started and didn't finish, or I hadn't even opened up. And so I've started reading one called The Book of Dust, which was bought for me, I think, nearly 2 years ago, and I really wanted to read it, but I just didn't, and I forgot about it. So you might like to have a little look around your houses this week, boys and girls, because somewhere hiding in your houses is a lonely book that has been given to you that you've forgotten about. I am sure of it. I made a list of what you could do. First thing was finding books that you hadn't finished or hadn't even started. Maybe you could borrow your brothers or sisters' books, for those of you that have brothers or sisters. Talk to each other about what books you like. And you might think, well, my brother or sister's younger than me and I'm not reading babyish books, but sometimes it's good. I've got this book here that I've read with both of my children, and we've read it so many times. So that was my next thing as well. You could read one of your favourite books again. There's nothing really wrong with that. You could look online, and I've included just below this video a link to all the free online ebooks that you can find. Now, I know it's difficult reading from a screen. I much prefer to find a nice, comfy place. My favourite place is a nice blue chair that I've got when my cat's not on there. It's really nice to sit down. Think about your 20-minute reading challenge as well, because that could still go on. You don't need to be at school for your 20-minute reading challenge. All you need is a nice, quiet place and a watch. And some of you might like to make it more than 20 minutes. Some of you might like to make it half an hour. Some of you might like to make it an hour. It's really important to keep up with the reading every day, boys and girls. Now, it's hard sometimes to do some of the things that your teachers have set you in terms of work because there's no teacher there to help you. But with reading, I think it's a little bit different because you can lose yourself in your books. And it's really useful for your vocabulary and just for your interest as well. Are there any other activities that you could do if you've finished your books? That's good that no one knows, actually, because I've put another link down here. And it's from the World Book Day website. And if you remember World Book Day, we did that last term, but they've updated their website now for things that we can do at home once we've finished reading our books. And there's some brilliant things on there. I've had a look. The list is massive. There's things like making your own book characters. There's writing masterclasses from children's authors. There's my favourite Draw with Rob that's on there. So many things to do once you have finished reading your books. What I'd like you to do this week, boys and girls, is to email your teachers about the books that you are reading, just to let them know what you're reading. If you're younger and you've read a book during the day, tell your teacher what you have read. I'm sure you're enjoying all the stories that your teachers are reading you, and it might be nice that you talk to your teachers about what you're reading. Thank you all to those children who have been sending in also their Have a Go videos. I've seen some amazing feats, people doing cartwheels, people balancing cups of water on them while they do gymnastics. it would be great to see some more, because on Wednesday we're trying to piece them all together to the Have a Go song for our sing-along. So don't forget that as well. Right, let's see who's ready to go. What's today with the music? Okay. Year 5 can go first today. You're not Year 5. Okay, everyone else can go.